Hello, hello. Welcome to Essential Stencil. My name is Renee, coming to you live from Southeast Michigan. I always come up first with a plan as I'm creating. I mean, not every single time, but if I'm going to create on a live, I want to have a plan for you, right? So I kind of lay it out, decide the colors I'm going to use. Notice there's a burgundy color, there's a mustard color, there's some pinky rose color. So we're going to be using hat stencils. Can you believe it? Now I went back, I've been away a lot in May, but I went back and looked, and there's been a lot of hat stencil projects, and they are fantastic. I did not have a hat to do one tonight, but I'm going to use some hat stencils on my round, and we're using a Highland Cow. So anyway, this is kind of my layout on a 16-inch round. So I wanted to show you that. We'll come back to all of that. We're going to remove that now. We're going to just turn this over. All I did was we're going to do a small area of this back. I put spritzed water on my entire piece, and I did this in like 2 minutes. I took a little bit of paint. Let's see if we can get a little. Actually, I might not have to put any out. I sprayed it down with a water bottle, and I put it on the entire piece, just lightly. Then I took a sponge. Okay, this is a piece of an old drywall scrubbing sponge. It's real, I love using these to stain with. It's a very dense one, and it's real soft. And then you mix it with the water with the paint, and then you get your color on it. Next up is, we are using the Highland Cow. Okay, so I'm gonna grab that Essential Stencil Transfer, and it is the Cow's Transfers. We're using the Highlander tonight. But before we put this on, we are going to use a stencil from Essential Stencil called Cow Print Pattern. I want to kind of make myself an idea. I'm going to also cut it pretty close to the edges. I did sand it lightly, so that was the step that we did. Now I'm going to turn this my way because I want to make sure I'm placing this down here. And I'm just drawing around this so that I know where my stencil around here, and then I'll just lift that off, and I know that I can just go here. Let's get this taped on. We're gonna do pink, and it is Fusion Mineral Paint brand paint also. Peony, a nice pretty pink, kind of matches the blush color of the transfers. I'm going to stick a brush down into the pink, and I'm going to swirl it into my brush. So I've got my brush with paint in it. It's dabbed off a little bit all, so ready to stencil with. So we are going to just start stenciling. And yes, I'm using a blush pink. Okay. I'm going to turn it this way, lift it up. Let's go down here. Maybe I'm going to put a little one down there so we can add little spots wherever we like. But I think that's good. We don't want to overdo it with the cow print stencil, but that's it for that stencil. And now we're going to dry this. We're going to take a 220 grit. Let me double check this. Yeah, 220. And after each layer that I'm working with, I like to give it a nice little pan. Okay, the top sheet is a nice shiny carrier. It's carrying this transfer. See that? I just put it upside down. But we need to figure out where we want this. And I know I wanted this to go down. I know I wanted this to go down here. So I've got it on. So I'm going to first rub that part in really well. And I'm going to lift it up. And then I'll know that I can grab it. Okay, we have a nice, smooth, dry, oil-free surface. Okay, so I like to go around and get all that little teeny stuff and all them edges off first. Okay, that baby is on. We have our cow on our wood round. Wonderful, wonderful. Okay, next, going to turn it my way. The next item we're going to be using are rub-on transfers from this lovely Burgundy and Rust Florals. I went through one of these already, and I'm heading through all of these. I love these Burgundy and Rust Florals. Okay, we're going to take the Rust Rose. So let's get that transferred on. It's going to go here. Next, we are going to add, I think, the white one. I'm going to turn it my way. That's so cute. We want the white here. So now we're putting a transfer over a transfer over a transfer, right? And it's okay. Ooh, that is lovely right there. Let's see, I want these leaves kind of hanging down. So now we went over, there's 4 layers of transfers in one area here. And so see, you can do that. You can keep layering as much as you want. So we've got this layer, this layer, this layer, and that layer. There she is. All right, so and we're gonna do our stenciling of Wild and Free. So see our curve, it isn't a perfect curve like this, but we can place this where we want it. On there, look at it. And on here, this one that came from Amazing Grace. I like these florals, so I want to do it something like this. But I also want to put this transfer, the pink one, down here. So what I'm going to do is put that down here first, and then we will stencil. So we're going to actually put this one right here. Okay. It can be coming off a little bit. So there's a blush transfer. Check it out. I'm going to turn it my way so that I can see it exactly where I want this. Okay, so we've got it taped down, so I can just go ahead and swirl my brush. And now I'm going to lift it. Before I take it off, I'll just look and go, oh yeah, I like it. I like that, Wild and Free. Now we're going to do over here, again, I taped off this section of the flower because we have a flower underneath there. When I go ahead and lift this off, you're going to see how vibrant that is. Oh, okay. I forgot something. I forgot to move this down. But here's what I'll do. I will do that after the live, but this is how easy it's going to be to fix it. See that? I was supposed to move that stencil down. And look at that, came off beautifully. Didn't move it down. And it was going right through our robes. So, as soon as I'm off with you guys, what I'll do is I will move it here, okay? Which will be nice. It'll go right down over the cow. So you see that, right? That's not a big deal, but thanks for our Clorox wipes for getting that paint off because we just stenciled with it. And over the transfers, it's kind of slippery. It came off beautifully. Let's see up here. We started this here. We'll move the stencil down and bring it down here. That'll look great, and we'll do that. And I'll back up first. So here's what we made. And again, thanks for being with me. I'm glad this worked out. We had to just trust the process, right? Pink mixed with mustard, mixed with burgundy, and fun project to do tonight. So thanks again, guys. See you next time or over in Stencil of Month Club. Have a great evening.